Nigeria will roll out the second phase of vaccination against COVID-19 on Monday, 16th August, with Minister of Health Osagie Hanure expressing optimism that it would stem the spread of the Delta variant in Nigeria. State House correspondent Gideon Fada reports that the optimism is further boosted with the arrival of over 100,000 of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines in Nigeria.
Minister of Health Osagie Hanure leading the Directors General of agencies under the ministry to the weekly executive press briefing at the State House, organized by the presidential media team. They all take turn to brief the press on the role of their agencies in response to the coronavirus pandemic in the country and the outbreak of the Delta variant, which cases of infection are on the increase day after day. They also speak on the second phase of the vaccination scheduled to begin next week.
We have to use stringent review of the approved vaccines. Once we approve them, that doesn't mean we're going to just take them when they come. They come with information. We take samples at the airport, cold room, and we analyze in our lab. Because we want to be sure that what we read in the dossier actually matches what we are testing.
Also expecting the AstraZeneca vaccine. Our plan is that for those who have gotten the first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine during the first phase, there will be doses available to take their second shots in the next few weeks. Please make sure that you take the AstraZeneca vaccine if that is what you took for the first dose. If you took first dose as AstraZeneca, please take the second dose as AstraZeneca. And if you're going to take Moderna as your first dose, also take it as your second dose. Do not be concerned that you may not get the second dose of the AstraZeneca. Please do not mix and match the vaccines.
In the past few weeks, the number of infections have been on the increase on a daily basis.
In terms of individuals, it's not news to any of us that many of us have dropped those critical measures that we need to carry out. We see events happening all over the country. We see very few people wearing masks. The consequences will be obvious, unfortunately, unless we go back to some of these restrictions.
So it's a moral question. I'm telling the young people that this is not a time when everybody else is rising to defend their country. You say you are going on strike. Whatever it is, the reason, some of them just, some of them don't look so just, some of them easily can be solved, others are not easily solved. It's not a time to say we are going on strike. We are with you. We are also your professional colleagues. We've been through residency. We know where you stand. It's a national call for us to come up in arms. Let us work together, solve this problem, save lives.
80% of the infections are of the Delta variant, and the ministry says Nigerians must observe the regulations as signed by President Muhammadu Buhari, a measure against the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. In the State House, Jide Onifade, NJ News.